Duodata is intentionally kept simple. There's just 4 basic concepts that we ask business stakeholders to understand and define. What do you want to measure in your business? That's your metrics. Per what do you want to measure it? That's your slices. This already gets you to 80% of the value of a full business ontology, which is 20% of the effort. And in addition, it's easy to get business stakeholders involved. Even executives can be bothered to define their top KPIs, but you wouldn't ask them to create a conceptual data model. We also define reports, which from the conceptual point of view are just a set of metrics and slices, but with their own governance. And important as artifacts that we can forward engineer and govern on the data platform, for example, as semantic views. And finally, we have the concept of sources, which tie your conceptual metrics to your company's IT reality. From where do you take the measures that feed into your calculations? For example, do you use revenue from the accounting system or from the billing system to calculate the ARR that's displayed on your executive dashboard? The sources represent your company's systems of record. Now let's take a look at how we define metrics. For example, discount intensity here. This is a calculated metric derived from other metrics. We capture the business meaning of the metric as well as its precise formula, and also additional conceptual metadata such as the unit and the time frame. And here we define the metric to its slices. For example, discount intensity is available per order month, which rolls up to order quarter and order year, per product type, per customer, etc. This roll-up relation, which we define per slice, is the only aspect of data modeling that we do in Duodata. All metrics, slices, and reports in Duodata have governance metadata, such as the business and implementation owners of the metric or slice or report, as well as its status. In addition, we can also assign those entities to releases, allowing scope management, for example, for platform migration projects. All content in Duodata is backed by a Git repository, so we have full version control and auditability. Whenever you change a definition, you can commit it back to the repo. And we don't just govern the definitions, we also govern the implementations of the metrics, slices, and reports on the platforms. You can define in which environments your metrics are available. That could be your data platforms or your BI systems. And for every metric or for every slice, you can flip from the definition side to the implementation side and find exactly where in your platform, for example, this metric is available. For reports, we can of course also tie them to reports, for example, on your BI system, but we can now, thanks to our Snowflake native app, also govern and forward engineer semantic views directly into your platform.